Martin Bart, once again, big applause for the organizer. And thank you very much. Martin, we have 3 topics that we talk about throughout the 2 days. Today was innovation. Tomorrow is going to be talent and diversity. And we'll take that as an opportunity to kind of talk to you or to someone from the forum about what you do in that respect and in those sectors, if we take innovation later on as well. Why is it important for the forum to create content, to do something else than just a forum, let's put it that way?
Well, I think it will always be important to come together, to share and to have a forum like this one. But I think what we learned in the last 10 years is, especially because we have a forum every second year, we want to create something in between, and the forum should be the start of something. So we want to create content, and when I talk about content, that can be an initiative, can be an action, it can be creating a tool, and always in the 4 overall topics we have. You just mentioned 3 of them, innovation, talent, diversity, inclusion, but you have a 4th one, that is sustainable development, which we are not focusing perhaps enough this time, but I'm sure we will focus on the next forum. But we really want to create something which is useful for the industry, which is useful for our partners, and I would love to talk about, of course, innovation, because that's the first half day now we have spoken about innovation, and perhaps it can give you some insight.
Of course. So innovation as the first topic. What has been done already? What are your plans on that front?
Right. I mean, if you have seen this afternoon where we had 2 pitches of 2 categories, and since 2015 we organize a yearly worldwide startup innovation call and camp. This year we had 250 applications from 56 countries, and the 15 ones who are here today and tomorrow, who pitched yesterday afternoon and had a coaching session this morning, they're the best ones. The 15 finalists, the 15 out of the 250 of these 56 countries. We do that since 2015 yearly, either in Switzerland, or we organize such a startup innovation camp abroad. But now we want to make the next step. And let me give you perhaps some insight what the next step are. At the moment, we are working on a totally new 1-week startup innovation camp, which will take place for the first time in 2021. That means at our next forum. It will be a camp which will involve, of course, startups and investors, but also existing companies, service providers, students, academia, and also the public. It will be something totally new. We are working at the moment on that project, so we will be ready early enough. It's a week before our next forum takes place in April 2021.
So we take from that, there's a lot of projects, there's a lot of plans. You want an ongoing discussion. You don't want to be stuck in a bubble or just meet from time to time. You talked about a lot of kind of key players in there. One big player is the industry itself. How can the industry be involved in all this?
They can be involved, and let me just add 2 more points where we have projects on. One is, we think it's very important to come together and to have a camp, but we created an online tool, a tool which match startups with investors on a more easy way than just coming together. Of course, we will always come together. It's always important to meet and to share and exchange, but this tool, and the startups already know that because they applied based on this new tool, online tool. In this tool, everybody can be part of. They can be part of this totally new tool, which we will now bring in the investors for the next step, and it will be something really innovative. And let me just explain or share with you also the 3rd project we have, and then I will come back to your questions. Right. That is, together with the support of Swiss government, the canton and city of Lucerne, and strong industry partner, we want to create an innovation hub here in Lucerne. Here in Lucerne, we want to see these startups, these business models, these products. And that's the reason why we built outside the KKL this wooden quadrille building. For us, that stands for innovation tourism. not coming from somebody who is working in the tourism industry. He's a carpenter. But he created a modular, a mobile event building which can be used wherever you use it. And that's for us what we want to do. We want to bring innovation to Lucerne. It's like a test kitchen. Here we try, we discuss, we touch, we feel. Here innovation shall be discussed. Here investors shall meet startups. And now coming to the question.
You haven't forgotten it. That's incredible. I'm impressed, Martin. I'm impressed.
You can become part of this online tool. Everybody can. You can talk with us. We can organize either geographically or a content-oriented startup innovation camp. We do that with Tata Trust and Taj Hotel with Pune Chatwal. In December, we are in India. We're organizing a startup camp only focusing on sustainable development. We can do that with any other partners all over the world. They can become part of our community, startup innovation community. We organize twice a year in London and in Berlin our meetings where we share, exchange, and see where are these startups, what do they need. We coach them, we help them, and we are happy to have more people coming in, joining us, joining that community, and we will, of course, inform everybody who is here and is part of our World Tourism for Lucerne family how to share, how to engage with us on this topic.
Fantastic. There's a lot to do. There's a lot of plans, and we wish you all the best for that. Thank you very much, Martin Bach, once again. Thank you.